everyone. Welcome once again to another Saturday of our Cooking with the Gordons, right? Yes. Right here on Celestial Eats. We're so happy and excited to have you all join us right here within our kitchen. What are we cooking today?
So we're doing some spring rolls, sweet chili spring rolls, island style. So we're dealing with some finger food. So it's gonna be finger licking good, is what they would say in KFC, right? We're not doing KFC. Go ahead.
Well, it's so great. It's a perfect dish for appetizer if you're having a gathering or anything like that. It is just one of the perfect. It's just really good. It'll be the quickest and most easiest thing that you could possibly make. That's gluten free and dairy free.
Gluten free and dairy free.
A lot of people think that this process should be long and drawn out, but it doesn't have to be. So why don't we head on over to the stove so we can get cooking?
Let's get cooking.
All right, let's go.
All right, cool beans. So I already had this pan heat going. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit, spin it around. So we're gonna do two things. We're gonna do the ground meat that we have here. I'm gonna get this nice and cooked up, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the sauce at the same time. So that's gonna be the dipping sauce. So let's get some of this meat.
We love sauces. Have you ever had a spring roll that it's just like a lot of just paper and no meat?
Yeah, we gotta have that meat in there.
Yeah, we need that protein.
So you guys probably wonder what I just poured in there. I just poured some island herbs in there. Some garlic. Turn this down. Oh man, it smells so good.
It does smell yummy.
Very yummy. You can't even finish it. Alright, so I'm gonna turn up my pan over here for my sauce. Looks good on it, babe?
It does. One thing I've noticed, as we're, eating healthy and preparing all these different dishes, just going to the grocery store, stuff like that, the prices are so high, so like how do we manage, just capitalizing on getting the right food, healthy food, but at the same time, not overspending.
Alright, so for the sauce, I'm going to go ahead and start off with a little bit of oil in my pan. Turn my heat up a little.
Some oil in the pan. Some oil in the pan.
Really, babe?
Some oil in the pan.
I'm trying to get this party started early.
Some oil in the pan.
Alright, so there's my heat a little bit more. Alright, so I got my oil in there.
My kids are saying it smells good, but I'm afraid to use the word that they said because Last time I
Just
tried
smack.
to say that word, they said I wasn't hip enough to say it. So I'm gonna leave that word alone.
So I got oil, I got vinegar, and some garlic in there. Yum, yum. This smells so good right now.
That looks good. You want to make sure. So, I try to tell, there's some pros and cons to eating too much protein. It just really depends on if there's any health conditions that you have going on or anything like that. We want to really make sure that we pay attention to our bodies and different health conditions that if you have it, too much protein is not good for you, especially if you're trying to lose weight.
Alright, so this meat is almost done. You need to sit for a little bit more just to make sure that it's cooked just right. And then in that process, I'm going to go ahead and add in some more stuff to my nice little sauce that I'm making over here. In case you're wondering what this is just, believe it or not, hummus. Yay! So there is another protein value.
And so while we are, cooking our meats and stuff like that, getting ready for our filling for our spring rolls, Joseph talked about the hummus that we just added into his special sauce, dipping sauce. Hummus is a great source of protein. It's plant-based. I really love hummus. My son loves it. There's so many different ways to make it. You can make it like hummus. It's made out of chickpeas. You can make curry chickpeas. You can make brown stew chickpeas. There's a variety. Sometimes what I'll do is I tend to put it in the oven and roast it. So it gives it that kind of crunch. And instead of using croutons for my salads, I will throw in some chickpeas, right? Or hummus into my salad, and you can get a nice crunch or you get a nice cream going with your salad. If I'm not using any salad dressing, I tend to go for hummus to replace my salad dressing. It is a great source of protein and fiber. You can also use chickpea flour to substitute for other flours. It's just there's just a variety of ways that you can use and implement different types of protein into your diet. So even if you're a vegan, you don't have to be left out from getting that protein into your diet. And again, I always try to say, whenever you're preparing your meals, make sure you have your protein, make sure you have your fiber, right? We need that fiber to help us to process out the waste that's stored in our body. And of course, you're hydrating. You're making sure you have your liquids and your fluids that's helping to flush your body and detox your body. Some of the other things that he's adding in, there's apple cider vinegar. There's his special dry rub seasonings that he has in there, and herbs. And so we're going to go back over to the stove as Joseph is getting ready to finish up so we can kind of see what it looks like, right? So we're going to head on over.
Alright, so to this sweet chili dipping sauce, I added some honey to it, just to give it that little nice little sugar. And so and this is raw honey, by the way. So once this kind of like reduces down, it's going to get a little bit more thicker, and then that'll be ready as our dipping sauce for sweet chili. Alright, and so here it is. If you look at our meat now, it's complete. How beautiful that is. Alright, and so in case you're wondering, what kind of meat we give you? You can use any kind of ground meat of your preference. Right now we are using good old hearty Angus ground beef. Alright, and turn my heat off, and we can go ahead and put this in the pan stove. to make it messier. Oh, don't judge me.
You think I'm
I'm so sorry. Alright, I'll stop right there for now. I don't think you need all of it all at once.
No, I don't.
Okay. I'll clean that up, I promise. Okay. If you need more, let me know.
I think I want to taste this meat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not supposed to taste without the pro. Joe Pro, that is.
This is delicious. Oh my goodness.
Can't taste without me. We got to taste
I
together.
think I need some more protein to taste.
No, we need to focus. Mission at hand.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and head back over to the island. Because now we're going to go ahead and try.
Which island?
Well, there's so many, but for now
U.S.
we're
Virgin
gonna,
Islands,
no,
Jamaica.
we're going to go ahead and head over to the Gordon Island.
A personal island.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so
I like it.
we are using rice paper. Particularly for today, we're using the smaller one as opposed to the big one. Because, like I said, these are bite-sized appetizers, right? So we're here, getting ready to start our filling. And so, first things first. So you got your rice paper, and typically you dip it in hot water, right? Until it's like a jello, almost like just very loose and free, and you can manipulate it.
Jelly or jello?
My daughter's over here laughing at me. All right. All right, so you don't want to oversaturate it too much, and then you don't want to undersaturate it. So here we are. We got our rice paper on here, and we're going to go ahead and just put our fillings in. So you don't want to do too much either. And so, like, you know, we just did our protein. And of course, my rule of thumb, you guys know me, you should know me by now, is to make sure you have your veggies. So here we have shredded cabbage, different colors of cabbage. You got your purple, you got your regular cabbage, there's some carrots, right? And we're going to go ahead and fold it.
Oh wow, this sauce is on point.
Right? Did our fold. Let's get all the ends in. Get all the ends in. And voila. And so we're going to do a couple of these. Right? Yeah. Now you can fancy this thing up a little bit. And, you know, you can add anything you want to add in there. But again, be very careful not to overfill it. And then at the same time, try to limit the amount of liquids. Like, if it, you know, you don't want to do something that holds too much water. Again, we are not frying these. We're going to stick to the healthier side on tonight. This morning, I should say. I'm thinking about tonight because guess what? These will be our appetizers for our little get together that we're going to have for tonight. We have a few friends and family that's getting ready to come on over. And so we're just prepping and planning ahead of time. All right, so let's go on and get these fat boys ready. You get to sample it before they get here. Hopefully we don't get too full before they get here. All right. So 1 or 2 down, a few more to go. We're gonna go ahead and dip it. So I'm gonna bring this over just a little bit so you guys can kind of see, right? You can kind of see what's going on here. And so you don't want it too hot because you gotta be able to put your hands in there without, harming yourself. All right, could you remove that stove gently, please, for me, husband? Thank you so much. So, we made our own dipping sauce, but guys, listen, you don't have to be so fancy like we are. You can make your own, or you can buy something that is suitable to your liking from the store. We are all about convenience without sacrificing, right? Meaning, we don't want it to jeopardize your nutrition. Whatever goal you have, we want to make sure we keep it consistent and we stay within those lines, right? Remember, eating healthy should not be, you shouldn't feel as though you shouldn't feel as though it's a strain, and it's just challenging for you, and it's hard, and it's too much work, and oh my goodness, and when you start thinking like that, before you know it, you are reaching for something that you should not be reaching for and putting it in your mouth. So planning is so important, right? Planning is so important. All right, we have that there. We're just going to do a few more, just a few more. So then, what are the benefits to eating? We should know by now what cabbage does and carrots. These are all great sources, especially if you have, particularly cabbage. Like if you're suffering from like leaky gut and all that stuff, good, it's not a good thing, but if you're suffering from leaky gut, you should, cabbage is a great source to add to your diet. It really works on your GI tract. So we eat cabbage very regularly in our home. Cabbage and Brussels sprouts, we make sure that it is a part of our daily nutrient. Every single day we're having a serving of it. You want to treat your gut every day to make sure that it's healthy and there aren't any bacteria or anything living in there and then getting into your bloodstreams or anywhere else that it doesn't need to get to. So it's very important to be attentive. I always, you'll hear me say oftentimes that your gut, it's your second brain. It controls so many things within our body. Your mood, especially your mood. You find that you don't feel a certain way, you're moody, you don't have the desire to do a lot of things, your way of thinking. It controls so many things. And so we want to make sure that we keep that area very healthy and happy, right? Just like our mind itself, we coach ourselves, many of us, happy thoughts, so to make sure we maintain that space, that safe space. So we have quite a bit here. All right, so I'm going to move this out of the way, right? I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to bring this here. We're going to move this as well. That way you guys can see what we have going on here.
All right, so you want some sauce? Sauce,
and so
right?
Can you bring the sauce over?
So bring the whole pot?
No, just, well, I could use the entire pot, but no, not the whole pot. We're going to leave this right here for now, and then we're going to come back to our focus camera in a little bit. But we're going to leave I want you guys just to beaming on this, how it looks, you know.
Beaming on my sauce? No, I want to show my sauce.
Come on, husband. You gotta hurry up with the
Okay,
sauce.
I'm
I want the sauce. I want the sauce. I want the sauce.
Oh, your horses. The sauce are coming.
All right, it's coming. It's coming, guys. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming, guys. It's coming. All right. Yes. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Look at that. It is beautiful. Just beautiful. So let's shift over to our focus over here so that we can try. I'm going to come over here since you're a caller. I know you're about to dig in.
You already know what time it is.
You're about to dig in. He's about to dig in, guys.
You already know what I was trying to do.
All right. So let's go. You want to go first?
How you want to do this?
Well, you know, I
1,
kind of
2,
wanted
3, 4, 5. So 3 of them are mine and 2 of them are yours.
No.
We're not counting the kids any year, but you know we have enough to make for later anyways. So.
We go through this every single weekend, guys.
So which one is the biggest one?
I think that one is the biggest one.
This one is the biggest one.
So can I have that one?
No.
Sharing is caring. You
Alright,
can
so
steer
I'm
to
gonna feed you first.
Okay.
But you only get a small bite. So don't go.
But I want to feed myself. I don't want you to feed me. I know, but I want to eat it myself. Can
You're
I?
gonna eat it yourself, but I'm
No,
gonna feed
but I want to feed myself.
No, come here.
Okay.
Closer.
I'm coming closer. Come on.
I
I knew you was gonna do it.
Go ahead. Just dripping. You gotta come to it. You gotta
Okay.
meet it.
Come on here, sir.
Halfway. Alright, there it is. Oh my goodness. Is good?
Oh my goodness.
Alright, so they say no double dipping, so I have to take this one.
Can I have this one?
They said no double dipping, so you can't dip it in there twice. And this is how you get over there, right? You dip it in here, and then you transfer the juice there, and then you dip it here.
I'm giving a class. So can I take that one for myself?
So you can take the small one
Oh, okay. You see how he do me? All right, guys, look. Now look at this. It is gorgeous. And it's light and healthy. You don't have, you can eat a good amount and not feel guilty. So these are guilt-free appetizers, right?
This is so good.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And the sauce is so tangy. This is really good. Make you want to slap somebody.
This is very good.
Absolutely delicious. Not the ball game.
No. Okay. So
We good.
listen, you guys have to try this.
Have to
It
make
is
sure
so
what I'm taking
easy.
is real.
Rice paper. They're so thin. You can use any meat you'd like, salmon, shrimp, you name it. And you can put whatever vegetables you want. You can put diced zucchinis, whatever you want to put, mushrooms, you name it. The sky's the limit. There are you can load it up with just vegetables. So if you want to make it a vegan, you can just you can do some chickpeas, you can do beans. Again, try to make sure that it's not too much. It's not too juicy. I know, I like that word, juicy. You want to limit the amount of moisture you're having, the liquids, if it's too juicy or have any gravy or something like that. You want to limit that because the rice paper, they're thin and you don't want them to break, right?
I think I got some in my beard.
You probably do.
You got some right here.
Oh. Listen, guys, we are just digging in. So listen, before we leave here, I need you all to do me a huge favor. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, right? That's number one. Number two, head over to our website. We have a wealth of information there. You can set up an appointment. If you're interested in nutritional coaching, remember, we're not just nutrition coaching, we're functional nutrition coaching. So we ask the why, the who, the what. We want to know the root cause as to what's going on with
That's
you.
right.
Also, on our website, you can go ahead and order some of our the variety of marinades that we have. It takes the guessing game out of what do I put, what seasonings do I put on my foods or my salads. The marinades are so great that you don't need anything else but just the marinades on your meats or your salads. You can use them as dipping sauces. They're just that good. Also, our dry rub, again, all you need is the dry rub or the marinade to put on anything that you're getting ready to prepare to eat. They're very healthy. There's no MSG. And of course, everything is gluten-free. Also, we do have candles that were specially curated just for us, just for Celestial Eats. And the oils that's in there are stuff that you will find in your kitchen that you can cook with, right? Like lavender, bergamot, lemongrass, you name it. They smell so good, and they're not just your ordinary candles. When you light them, you smell them, and they burn for a very long time. You get every drop in your jar. And don't forget, last but not least, our cookbook. It is available on Amazon. You can also purchase them on our website. And for those of you who do not know what the website address is, www.celestialeatswellness.com.
That's right.
Head on over. Again, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share, right? Make sure you click that button and you share amongst your friends and families. Our cookbook are great for our teenagers that are getting ready to go away to college, or for someone who just don't know their way around the kitchen. It is the perfect starting point into getting into a gluten-free and a dairy-free diet. The steps and the recipes are very simple and very easy, but they are, most of all, delicious.
Very delicious.
Very delicious. So once again, we thank you so much for tuning in and for watching us get food all over our face and our clothes, and for some of us, our beards.
I know, it's in there.
But again, we love you guys. Don't forget to tune in again. And until next time, be well, be healthy, be kind to others, and especially to yourself.
That's
Self-care
right.
is very important. Until next time, bye.